Hi, folks. I'm going to redo this, hopefully, because the live Facebook thing will not work down in this gorge. This is the Lehigh River in northeastern Pennsylvania, the nation state commonwealth, actually called the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Yes, we are a nation unto ourselves here, so to speak. Like, I'm going to be a bit of a statist, I guess, in saying so, because I don't really appreciate what they're up to either. And back to the motif of what I was trying to impart before the live got cut off. Uh, we don't train ourselves how to be content and peaceful and still. And if we grow up, which most of us have, being hyper stimulated with sugar and cartoons and get up and go like you got a job, from kindergarten on, uh, you're always going to be looking for that next thing that you're supposed to do or want to do or whatever it might be. Doesn't matter. We always feel like we should be doing something instead of just being something or somebody. What's that police song say? We are spirits in a material world, right? And it's pretty spot on if you ask me. But I could sit here, and it took me a while. Back in like 2008, 2009 ish, I really worked on breathing exercises and just being still. Which you think it sounds sort of like, whoa, Mahatma Gandhi, you're going to sit there with your leg crossed in the lotus position, everything. Doesn't have to be like that. Just sit still and shut the mind down. Whatever it takes, just stop. And a whole other experience starts to unfold. And a lot of people like to talk about some of these religious figures as if they were better or bigger than what we are. I disagree with that. They were imparting wisdom that they discovered or experienced, but in no way, shape, and form was it ever intended by any of them to be used as some kind of label or cult or you got to do this or you're an outcast type of thing. No, it's just like I commented today a little bit about this because I said, well, I turned away from Christianity back and blah 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 because there's no proof of it. It's all hypothetical, and society is crumbling because of these false promises. Like they just get all these promises, and it goes from A to Z, from top to bottom. Where do you start? You got a virus that doesn't exist, and everybody's going to get injected like a bunch of junkies. Yeah, and then look down upon the drug addicts. Well, I think the drug addicts at least know what they're after. They're trying to get high. I don't know what you people are trying to get out of being injected by some person in the right type of dress. Let's put it that way. And that's another issue. Why are people so prone to reacting to other people just because of the clothes they are wearing? What does that matter? And really, if I walked around in a black robe, you'd think I was a freaking lunatic, right? Like a judge does? Or dressed up like a priest or something? You look like a freak. Yeah, pretty much I would say they are freaks. or just that dumb. Or, I don't even say they're dumb. They're just that sold out to this system, parasitical mess that we're fighting over. Yet we're trying to support it, like back the blue, or yeah, go with the military and this and that and everything. Go. Why don't you turn the pages a little bit and get to the middle of the story? Get near the good stuff instead of just reading 2 pages, shutting the book, and think that you know it all. That doesn't work that way. Just like with the people who were still believers in this or that and the other thing. Why? Because other people believe in the same thing. If you or I got dropped off over in Pakistan or India right now, we'd look like a freak on a leash, right? So you have to have an open mind about all of these things. If not, you're stuck on stupid, and that's just the way it is. You got to stretch to grow. You have to have a readiness, a willingness to change your viewpoints, change your perspective. And, would you sit here on this rock, or should I sit here on this rock indefinitely and just say, oh, the fish aren't biting, they're never going to bite again, I'm just going to sit here and dwell upon it, and maybe Joe Humphrey or somebody will come up here and save me, it, it, yeah, right. And if something starts coming down out of the sky to save whomever might believe in that stuff, I would be like all for it. Like, please take them the fuck away. Like, take the idiots off of the planet, please. Beam them up, Scotty. Get them gone. You could feed them anything, and they would still call it food. And they're not good for anything. They shouldn't breed anymore. Right? I mean, come on. It's 2026, folks. People see all this Jesuit and Jew stuff and everything, and it just Epstein and blah 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 blah. Oh, they're going to be arrests and Doge, and blue versus red and everything. It's a uniparty, and they're destroying nature as well in the process. While we're going, look at this and that and the other, like the fucking celebrity. Who cares? And well, Jesus said this and that or whatever. I don't even know I can't remember the Buddha. What are the Buddha's real name? It's hard to say, but who cares? They weren't here to like show you and me how to live every fucking pissing moment of our lives. They were repeating precepts that they had to learn. And people often think that these prophets were just, they were divinely inspired and this and that and the other thing. Now, you know who was inspired? The damn authors of the books that were used to control people's minds. That's why it's called religion, right? And people that are on board, up to speed, and all that, y'all realize this. Hopefully, I could crack the shell of one of the eggheads out there that are still believing and trusting in the religion and the government because you've lost your mind. So you're under mind control, and the worst thing about mind control is that people who are under it don't know that they're under it. It's that simple. It's a very narcissistic relationship, a one-way thing where you're just giving and they're taking. So hey, that's almost 10 minutes. I haven't done one of these in a while, I guess. And we could point out a million things. I mean, I'm up to speed on a lot of the current events, and you got to make time for yourself and discover who you are before the shit all hits the fan. As it is right now. I mean, some of it is already hitting the fan. You see those dead trees over there? There's absolutely no reason for them to be dying in such a lush environment. And that doesn't even get pounded with sun over there. I'm looking towards the east. That's mostly shaded for half the day. So, hey, learn how to be still, rise above the rest, and don't be part of the system. Don't let them get you. Don't let them take your essence, your sovereignty. And that be more you, that came from Wayne Dyer again, but I love it. And I always say, be more you. Don't copy the Jew, be more you. I shouldn't have said that about the Jew, but hey, Jews, clues, Jews, clues. Peace out. Don't hurt yourself.